Welcome to another version.
Weekly Winedown.
Another weekly Winedown.
Cheers.
What do we have today, Miss?
So,
what are they?
Sommelier.
Sommelier.
So today I picked out for us an Italian. I know we've been focusing a lot on California, so we decided to go to Europe today. We're doing an Italian Sauvignon Blanc called Donna, which means woman in Italian. And it's one of those like really nice sipping wines for the patio, or if you're hanging out with girlfriends. Hey, girlfriend.
Hence, woman. The term.
Yeah, hence Donna. Yes, exactly. So.
I love it. Yeah.
Today we are talking about restrictions and why restrictions are not long-lasting.
And why they're not the answer.
So, at the base, when I sat down and thought about this, at the basis of restriction is being strict on yourself. And I think oftentimes when you impose these strict guidelines, these rigid guidelines, like a strict diet or like a strict workout routine or something that oftentimes restrictions feel like they have an end in sight, a moment in time, that they don't end up being long lasting and they don't end up being a part of your long-term sustainable lifestyle.
No, you're exactly right. And so often with a lot of our clients we work with, we talk about that, and we hear it all the time. Why is it that after 2 weeks, on January 12th, we have this unattainable New Year's resolution that has now fallen off? There's 55% that fall off in the first 2 weeks. By February 1st, 87% of New Year's resolutioners have fallen off. And we are crippled in society by thinking that the only way to create change is to restrict ourselves and put ourselves in a box. And we compare all the time. Last week we talked about being able to love yourself and really accepting yourself for who you are. And we're comparing ourselves to these people in the fitness industry, in the modeling industry, in the celebrities, who that is their job, and they have regimented themselves so strongly and been doing it for so long that maybe we're seeing one sentence of chapter 45 of their life, and we're starting at chapter 1 or maybe chapter 5 or chapter 2, and we're comparing that to get to where they are. And so we start restricting ourselves to try and get the fast way there, or to try and make the changes, where in essence, if we can really take a step back, eliminate the restrictions, but give ourselves a guideline, give ourselves a structure that we can put in place that allows us the freedoms, that allows us the flexibility, that allows us to build the discipline, the habits, and the routine that in the long run will make us successful. That is ultimately how we create change, long-term sustainable change. Because everything we do in life is iterative. On the Coaches Council podcast, we talked about this, and how you may be starting at A, and you want to get to Z, and that is extraordinary. And the reason that we said that extraordinary results don't exist. Why? Because to get from A to Z overnight would be extraordinary. But everything is iterative. So from A to B to C to D all the way to Z, it's just the next step that would happen. Mm-hmm. And it goes back to what you were saying about how you just don't restrict yourself, but simply give yourself a guideline that you become consistent with, right, to optimize those results.
Right. So that's really what we want to get across today is, if you're thinking about making a decision to restrict yourself in any, shape or form, think about how you can do it in a long-lasting way. So in terms of a diet, do you, do something for a short term, but then, for example, Whole30. Do you do Whole30, but then take with you only the things that really worked for you, because that's not a long-lasting diet? Or when it comes to fitness, do you give yourself a short-term goal of working out every day for 30 days, but then you take what worked for you? Did a schedule of Monday, Wednesday, Friday work for you, and then you want to do yoga twice a week and you want to run for 10 minutes twice a week? Try to find those ways of how it can become more of a lifestyle that works for you.
And that is the key word, lifestyle. What goal are you trying to accomplish? What are you truly looking to get out of it? What are you truly seeking out of this? Is it something that you can do year 1, year 2, year 5, year 10? Because if it isn't, it's not truly going to get you where you want to be. And so let's try to find what works long term that can be balanced, and you'll learn along the way that things can continue to be shaped.
Absolutely.
We always say consistency before frequency. Start succeeding. The little successes, we talked about that back, I think, in episode like 6. But little successes, little things that you can do for yourself, little wins that build that confidence. And the moment you can get consistent, that's when you can start turning up the frequency. But stay consistent, get consistency first.
Restriction ultimately is not the answer. What we really want you to take away from today is consistency before frequency. And from there, that's where you start to build up to get to that lifestyle that works for you. So with that, go own it.